Hello, it's Jennifer Harding Marlin. We have a lot of clients that will be visiting Antigua for the first time, and so this video is going to talk about places to stay, things to do, and see while you're in Antigua. If you're someone that did citizenship by investment, you're required to spend 5 days within the first 5 years of getting citizenship in the country. And so a lot of the times once you get citizenship, you might want to spend your 5 days at the beginning right after getting citizenship. So I believe that Antigua is a country that's well worth visiting. There's a lot of direct flights from countries all around the world. If you're traveling from Canada, you can get a flight to Antigua for as little as $400, although it might be more expensive in comparison to other countries when you do spend time on the island. So I think it's important to determine whether or not you want to stay at a hotel, a villa, and or a house. If you're looking for more of a tourist experience and or a local experience, it is something to be determined. And I think also as well, if you're someone that's traveling and wanting to do business locally, it's best to get in contact with us in advance in the event that you want to open a bank account, look at real estate, and or do further business on island, just so that you can be more efficient with your time, so you can have time for both business and pleasure. So I kind of view the island as divided into 3 main areas. So the north is where there's more schools and where a lot of local people live. So there's some really nice houses and area in that area. As well, there is Jolly Harbor, which is typically where I stay when I'm in Antigua, and I stay in a house, so I don't have much experience staying in hotels. And Jolly Harbor I like because it's sort of halfway between the north and halfway between English Harbor. And so the other area is English Harbor, where there's a lot of large yachts and a lot of nice homes in this area. And so in my mind and my view, these are 3 of the main areas in Antigua. So in terms of hotels, like I mentioned, I don't have much experience staying in hotels. I have stayed at the Antigua Yacht Marina Hotel, if I'm saying it properly. And I stayed there for the yacht regatta, which is nice. It's not directly on the beach, but you do have a beautiful view of the English Harbor Marina. It's also close to Nelson's Dockyard and Shirley Heights. And it's nice when there's certain yacht regattas, it can be loud, but if you want to be right in the heart of the action, it's a nice place to stay. And so things to do or see, like I've mentioned, Shirley Heights, it has a spectacular view of Antigua, of English Harbor. And what I really like about it is on Thursday nights is a steel band reggae night, and they have food and drinks. And on Sundays, a lot of locals will go to watch the sunset. What I really enjoy is hiking up to Shirley Heights and then back down to what's called Galleon Bay Beach. And there they have cool place for drinks. You can rent paddle boards, and it's a nice place to swim as well as snorkel a little bit further off in the distance. And as well, if you're into rum, they have where you can make your own rum tasting, and a rum distillery located really close to there. So if you're in the English Harbor area on Sundays, there is Catherine's Cafe in the morning for breakfast. They often have live music and these really comfy beds, and a lot of locals and people will go there and hang out. So if you want to meet people, Catherine's Cafe on a Sunday. If you're in English Harbor on a Saturday night, there's what's called the Clubhouse, and you have a view of the yachts, and they have all-you-can-eat sushi, so a lot of people will hang out there. There's South Point Restaurant, which is really nice and has very great high-end sushi as well if you're someone into fish and sushi, and so that's really nice. Some other places that I really enjoy on island are Sheer Rocks, which is close to Jolly Harbor. And if you want to have a nice drink and meal and have a spectacular view and also have access to cold pools and whirlpools, it can be really, really nice. Oftentimes it's best to check in advance if they're in fact open for you to go swimming in their pools. And then one of my favorite restaurants, if you're in the north part of the island, is Le Bistrot. A lot of people go there to celebrate their birthday, so it's common to have people sing happy birthday, 5-6 times to 6 different people that are celebrating their birthday at this restaurant. But the food's really good and people are really nice. So Antigua, overall, it has 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. There's boating excursions that you can do. You can also circumnavigate the island. You can go to Stingray City. You can go diving, snorkeling. There's a bunch of different activities and excursions. There's a lot of e-foil boards if you want to go e-foiling and or windsurfing. They have like some of the top windsurfers in the world that live locally. As well, if you're feeling adventurous and you want to go to Barbuda, then Barbuda is a boat ride away, and they have Nobu sushi there, as well as you can go to Pink Sand Beach, where you can see like a beach that's all pink, as well as see Frigate Bay birds. So it's one of the biggest Frigate Bay bird sanctuaries places in the world, and as well you can go hiking. So as you can see, there's a lot of things to do on the island. Always you may want to look into it in advance, like you may want to look at websites like Airbnb for booking and or TripAdvisors that can recommend things to do, best restaurants, etc. And you can just ask local people when you're on island what are some of the best beaches and things that they like to do and recommend. So yeah, this is just like a little bit of an overview of Antigua. The airport is located in the north. Sometimes you may want to take a taxi, and or if you're renting a car, just be aware that sometimes you can get lost. The roads don't really necessarily make sense. It's not very well labeled. And I would avoid staying in the St. John's area because there's a lot of traffic, as well as it can be noisy. It's the capital of the city. You can go and see it, but in terms of sleeping there and staying in that area, you can also get ferries to other islands like Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, and elsewhere. And if you need help with Antigua Citizenship by Investment and or any related services, you can contact us at jhmarlin.com. All the best. Bye for now. Bye.